Okay, we're back. Today we're working on a Mitsubishi Outlander. They got hit in the front corner. We're going to be working on pulling the bumper off, fog light, headlight assembly out of it, and the washer bottle got cracked, so we're going to see if we can't repair that because they're not available right now. Some of the parts are back ordered, but we're going to do what we can, get this thing apart. And we get the new parts in later this week. We'll be putting her back together. Unfortunately, a couple of scratch pieces have to go back on now until we source new ones. As I say, back orders are happening, so we'll do what we can, and I'll step you through some of the process. Lots of little clips and screws and hidden things to take apart. So hopefully it helps you out if you ever have to take one apart. And other than that, I'll show you the damage and then we'll get at it. So here's the damage, as you can see. Nice big hole. Not supposed to be aired that way. A little extra air the car doesn't want. Reservoir ended up emptying about 2/3 of the fluid out of it, so I got to see where that crack is and see if we can fix it. We've got the whole bezel and everything here's gone. Headlights smashed out, damage to the chrome. Luckily, the rest of the front of the car not damaged. So unfortunately, you can't just get half a bumper. So we're going to get a whole new bumper in. So we've got to take all these parts off so that we can put them back onto the new bumper and get it all set up. So hope this helps you. Okay, to start with, I'm going to try to get this piece off so we can get the front bumper off, or front grille here. These clips are double. Some of them have a screw in them. These Mitsubishis apparently don't. So there's a center pin here you kind of have to get to lift up. I don't know, there might be some fancy tool you can use. I basically just use a pocket knife or a screwdriver. Get them to come up. Then you pull it up all the way, and then it pops out. Kind of a funny looking little thing. They are more or less a single use, from what I understand, because most of them break. A few of them have already broken. So, but we'll keep them, and we'll have to hit a parts store and see if we can get some new ones to replace later. But let's get at her. Luckily, this is a newer car. This isn't quite as bad. Done this with older vehicles, and the worst problem is that the little clips, instead of them lifting, the flange all around them just breaks off, and you're left with just a mess. Just a mess. So. That one lifted up. Still not coming out. Okay, one sec. Well, when all else fails, using some of the right tools helps. Alright, there we go. Those are a little more heavy duty. Alright. There we go. Nice. No damage. Awesome. I'll set that down for a moment. Alright. Part number one. Oh. What else have we got holding this on? In the corners. So this one one doesn't go flat enough to fit under here. So I say if you have the right tool, there is one that comes down even sharper, or I think the mechanics maybe sharpen them a bit or something. File them down, I don't know. That one's a little busted up. That one's in a little rough shape. I wondered why that one came out so easy. It's broken. There we go. That one's still in one piece. I think I'll just leave it all in there. And presto! The rest of the clips are okay. They're not broken. No. All good. No cracks in here. Oh, alright. Inside of our grill's good, outside of our grill's good. No parts needed. Yay! Funniest part about you taping yourself for YouTube, if you forgot how you put something together, you can always look back on your own video. That was how you took it apart. Kind of handy. I gotta find something better for popping those up. Well, here's some options. Let's see what works the best. Roll. I think that's too round. That's not gonna work too well for us. Bladed screwdriver. Well, that seems to work half decent. Probably should be putting these in different bags and different containers so I don't confuse them, but no, here's hoping. Lead screwdriver seems to work pretty good so far. Part of the bumper. Okay. I think that's it for our little clips. I could be wrong. Oh, I am. There's one right back there. Nothing worse than thinking you got them all out and then try to pull it off and all of a sudden it stops dead and you're like, what the? Okay, I think we're done with these for the moment. Okay, I'm going to reposition this a bit. Sorry about this, guys. Problem of not having a cameraman at the moment. Now we got some 10 mils to take out. Top corner here is part of the headlight bezel assembly, I guess. There, that's coming a bit more. Alright. Now, this molding has 10 mill up in here. Back here, molding here holds it into the inner wheel well. Well, I got some overdone. All right, around to the other side. I don't know how much you're going to see here, but I'll try to bring you over. I'll try to get some stuff done. Only advantage of all this at the moment is, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but right here, this poor car was hit in the parking lot last year and left damaged. So the new bumper will be repairing all that too. This side here has a couple of clips down in here that are the same as the ones on the hood. So, let's see if I can get them here. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Alright. Clips. There's a recessed part in here. Hang on a second. I can't get your face down there to see it. I really need a cameraman one of these days. Anyways, so, oh jeez, up in here, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. There's a, there's one hiding up in there. So we get that out. We should have success. There we go. There we go. One bumper now off. Now we have to unhook the wires to the fog lights. And that should be there we go. It actually unplugs. Woohoo! Alright. So I'm going over here. There we go. Okay, so now we're looking to see where our damage is. We got this. Was leaking on the ground pretty good. I don't see any other leaks. There's no damage to the frame or any of the mounts. They're all straight. They're all the way they're supposed to be. They're all pretty much good that way. Oh, okay. Apparently there's two more hidden bolts that we didn't know about that were broken out of this before. So one right here, and one right here. And they're reached through the little gray lower part I have to take off yet. So that's their brace right here. Still sitting behind, so alright, I'll have to undo those. Well, it looks like it's sitting where it's supposed to be though. That's good. Alright, so now I have to figure out where this is cracked and leaking. Because it put out water, but it stopped, so I don't know if it's I still got a drip back there. Oh, parts of our lens back in here. But if you can see, every once in a while there's a tiny little bloop back there. So we'll have to take this off as well. 1, 2, maybe 3 if there's one down there. I don't know. Don't feel one. I think there's those 2 screws. We'll take this off, and we can examine why it managed to break in the back corner where I got hit here. But anyways, we'll see where it's damaged and see if we can fix it. Alright, so that'll be our next little task here. So the 12 mils, and yep, I'm getting lazy. Oh, I didn't think of this earlier. Anyway. One for the rear window probably, and one for the front window. Okay, there's a third bolt. One is here, one goes this way, and there's a third one on a bracket that snakes back in here behind this fender flare. I'm not wanting to take the whole flare off if I don't have to. Maybe if I turn the wheel, I'll be able to get things moving up. Okay, as this is an SUV, it has 2 hoses off of it, and one for the windshield and one for the back. I don't know which one's which. So I'm going to mark one of them, and I'm going to put a piece of tape on this side of the tank so I remember that that one goes to that side. And hopefully we don't forget, it doesn't fall off. And worst case scenario, I can always look back at this video. Anyway, and same, I'm putting this on here because this one was plugged in here. I figure out how to get this one unplugged, I'll get it out of the way, but at the moment it doesn't seem to want to unplug. This thing here is not attached anymore. It pulls out, there we go. Okay, so we've identified our leaking area to be right in around this crease here. Not exactly sure where yet, but somewhere in this area right here. And I'll do some closer examination and find out where that's leaking. Looks like it shouldn't be too bad to be able to repair, so this is good.